All right, Vacation Mike joining you this week from the lovely state of Connecticut. Arguably bottom tier state. It's kind of trashy. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm on not much sleep. Theo's out of his routine. We're going to talk about baseball playoffs, NFL Week 5 it is, and then the collapse of SGC that I so boldly predicted about a month ago. So, boom, I'm back. You're welcome.
I think Connecticut has a lot of money per capita, though. I think there's a lot of money.
Connecticut's one of the wealthiest states in the country, actually.
And it sucks. It's fine. I'm actually going to go to a car shop here. We drove by it about 5 minutes ago getting home. It's the Northeast. Everything is old and beat up and like nothing. I don't know. I have no use for it. Now, I've been in Nashville so long.
It's history.
I don't care about history. I just want everything to be new.
I attribute it to salt. It's the salt on the roadways. Yeah.
It doesn't help. The people have been nice, though.
I drove to Massachusetts this weekend and back.
Yep.
And it is gorgeous.
Bragger.
It's turning into fall. No, it was visitation for my daughter at school.
Upstate?
Yeah, a visitation upstate, exactly. 5 to 10, she should be home. But anyway, so I had to watch the entire NFL in the car, which I'd like to complain about the NFL. If I'm not home, don't make me watch terrible football. We need to, and I shouldn't have to pay $75 to watch one game in the car.
What are you paying for in the car? How are you watching in the car? What are you paying for?
You have to pay for the NFL package or whatever. I wouldn't pay for it. I listened to it on the radio.
Oh, okay.
You could get a VPN too, Danny. That's another.
Oh,
My
Vipin.
cell phone and the card.
Yeah. How
that's
the world
not happening.
works. So.
You want to start NFL or MLB? Where do you guys want to start? I'm going to follow your lead.
We started NFL, Joe. I know you want to brag.
Lions, most points in the first 5 weeks of all time in the history of the NFL. They've scored the most points. And mind you, that's with 12 points in week 1 against that vaunted Packers defense, which is good, but pretty solid. I mean, Jared Goff, Montgomery, I mean, they're just finding a way to get the ball to everyone. Didn't close the way we needed to. Obviously, if you had Jamar Chase on your fantasy team, he picked up garbage points. But when you lose 3 defensive backs in the second half of the game, that'll happen. Sorry, Rebecca. I know
Rebecca's
your
packed
Bengals.
it in. Joe Burrow's dead, so she's fine.
Yeah. So I wanted to brag a little bit there. I also want to brag too.
Is it an actual record then? Just to be clear, how many points have they scored? Because my thing is still showing me. I heard you say this when I was setting up. I still show the 2013 Broncos 230 points in 5 games.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's-
Fact check.
Please,
Well, maybe not. ChatGPT is not always accurate. I'm just asking.
That is true. So let me give you. Does someone have a calculator real quick here?
You know what? I'm just
This
going to
is
pull it up.
exciting.
I'm going to pull it up right here for you, Joseph. They're 4-1, by the way. I'm happy for them.
Obviously. Yeah. Thank you.
So yeah, we do need the calculator. 37. It's a lot of points.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Here we go. 37 plus 52. Nope, that's not right. 13 plus 52. We're doing the math live here, folks. Try to keep
13
up. Plus 52.
50. All
Plus
right.
38. Plus 34. Plus 37. Gives you, grand total, drum roll.
174.
Although that does not seem right that they scored. It doesn't matter. This is getting ridiculous.
So you said the Broncos?
I'm showing the Broncos. They said that 2013, the Broncos scored 230 points in their first 5 games.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not the fastest team
That's
on
fake
turf.
news.
Maybe.
That's fake.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Lions are great. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
wait.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
ask you a
this was-
question. Is there anybody you would actually buy a Lions card of that's gone up this year, or are they all the same?
I mean, consistency wise, you should be buying Amon-Ra St. Brown. Nobody buys him, really.
I agree with you, actually. Yep.
It's insane. I mean, he is the most consistent. I know not everyone's a betting person. We don't condone this, but if a solid bet every week is either buy Gibbs with a touchdown or buy Amon-Ra with a touchdown every week. Like, it just seems to happen every week.
Why does David Montgomery throw a better spiral than Jared Goff?
Shorter distance, and he played quarterback in high school?
Week 1, 49. Week 2, 41. Week 3, 37. Week 4, 52. Week 5, 51. 230 points, 5-0 record, 2013.
NFL NBC, we
Maybe
just
NFC
fact-checked
team.
Eli.
Maybe NFC team.
maybe.
That's fine. Doesn't matter. They're playing great. Yeah.
But, Mike,
the end-
wouldn't you be buying Amon-Ra? Like,
I actually agree with you. I said this before, I think. Yeah, he's the only guy in that team I think I would actually spend money on. Because, again, I just don't think Goff does anything long-term. But that kid looks like a top 5 receiver in the league, I would argue, right? Like, I'm not the most avid fan. Like, I know Justin Jefferson's there, Jamar Chase when he has a quarterback. But like that guy's probably in that discussion right after that, right?
Absolutely. I mean,
The
and
next
it
3
was
to 8
another
people?
guy. He was not a high draft pick, 4th round. Like,
But how high is this stuff going to go?
I think he needs to win.
A Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's gonna make him pop, but you'll be too late to the party if you do that.
Yeah, see,
And
I
this is
disagree, though. I disagree. If he's not a quarterback, I don't think you need a Super Bowl. Randy Moss never won a Super Bowl. Terrell Owens never won a Super Bowl. Larry Fitzgerald
He's
never won
not
a
that
Super
good.
Bowl.
He's not that good.
I think
He's
he's
not
on
in their league.
I think he's on pace to have that sort of a career. I mean, he's like 4
You
years
think,
in.
You think Amon-Ra St. Brown is as good as those three?
I don't think he's as good, but I think his numbers are like he's a top 5 guy in the league. On a
Every
team
year.
that's been to an NFC championship, on a
You
team
think
that's
he's a
been
future Hall of Famer?
if he keeps
Yes.
this up, yeah. Not if he retired
Yes.
today, obviously.
Yes.
But yeah, he's been in the league what 4 years, and I don't think that's
Disagree.
well, Danny. What can you disagree with? If he continues on this path, you don't think he's a Hall of Famer? He's going to go down
No,
as like
I think he's the 5 to 10th best receiver in the NFL right now, and I think it would be hard to move
5
up
to
from there.
10.
Can you name 5? Can you name? Okay, hang on. We'll go.
Wait, Jefferson, Chase.
Sure.
We agree on those two.
So I guess we need to lay the groundwork. So, Danny, in your mind, what are you measuring this on? Are you measuring this on stats?
If I had to throw one pass in a
No.
game,
Are you? So
No, that's what I'm asking you. Who do I want to catch a ball and get open on one play?
Oh,
Yeah, if we're doing the eye
Amon-Ra.
test, let's go with the eye test. Who do you think is? I mean, I don't think there's any argument that Justin Jefferson is the best receiver in football. That's pretty consistent across the board. You agree with that, there, Headband Joe?
yep, that's fair.
Okay.
I think
You have any?
JSN has moved into that conversation.
You have any problem? You have any problem with? Do you have any problem with somebody saying Jamar Chase is slightly better than St. Brown right now? You can see the argument there, correct? Take off the Lions underpants.
The physical build, all that kind of stuff. But dude, when we're talking about getting open, like
But Jamar Chase
Dude,
also had better statistical seasons 3 out of the last 4 years. I'm looking at it now. Unbelievable. So let's at least give him those 2. I don't think that's unreasonable.
How about JSN this year?
Danny's trying to
That's
make an
a bit
argument
bigger.
that
Hang on, are you talking about Jackson Smith?
that
Look
yes,
at his
he's
numbers
trying to
this
make an
year. Look at his
argument that
numbers
he's
this
better.
year.
He's having an unbelievable season. 5th in receptions, 2nd in yards, 2nd in touchdowns. Excuse me, 31st in touchdowns. He has 2. I'm not saying he's not a good receiver. There's no
I'm
world
saying
where you're
he's
saying.
about the same level as Amon-Ra St. Brown.
See, Danny, here's the thing. Sometimes I want to take Team Danny, but it's such egregious takes, I can't do it. Why can't you just say, like...
Who? Then who's your top 5? Give me your top 5.
Again, I think Jefferson and Chase are the 2 best receivers in football. I don't think it's... Like, I think those are the 2 guys, period. I know Joe would
And then
argue
St.
St.
Brown.
That's
So I'm just saying...
Right, Puka Nacua?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you could absolutely argue
Top 5.
Puka. You can absolutely argue a healthy CD Lamb.
Vlad McConkey?
no.
What? Did you get hit in the head with a shillelagh? Like, where Lad McConkey?
That one was a joke.
Okay, just making sure.
So-
After that, though, this season, just to be clear, I think those are the 5 guys, and then it's whoever else you want. It's Jefferson, Chase. I know CD's injured right now. Puka, St. Brown. I think there's a pretty big drop after that.
And I said 5 to 10, and you have him at 5. Okay.
I think I could put him at 3 is my point there, but okay.
Yeah.
Sure, but no problem. But here's my whole point with this, though. I don't think you've ever looked at a receiver, and in general, postseason success has played 0 into their hobby relevance. Jerry Rice was before the hobby was a real hobby. Like I'm throwing Jerry Rice out. Randy Moss was the most electrifying guy in the league. Had very little postseason success.
No, you have to pull a David Tyree to matter. That's fair.
And David Tyree didn't matter. That's the other thing. Like David Tyree means nothing in this. Like Demarius Thomas had I think he still has the record for receptions in a Super Bowl. Unbelievable seasons, a couple runs with the Broncos. Nobody cares about Demarius Thomas. So I do think that this is the type of kid, he's electric, and if this narrative continues that, hey, the Lions are the best offense we've seen since whatever, then
But
yeah,
is he a
that's...
Hall of Famer?
But Danny, if he keeps on
On
this
this
pace, of course he
trajectory,
is.
yes. Yes.
Yeah, like, what do you... I don't even know how we're talking about this.
I think it's hard to get in the Hall of Fame as a receiver. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. Maybe I'm
Danny,
wrong.
would you
We'll see
say
in 5
Jahmyr
years.
Gibbs is one of the top 5 running backs in the league?
Probably in that range.
Why was it so begrudging, like, for you to say probably? Like, I would say
Because I haven't counted out the list. I'd have to look at it.
I mean,
Derrick
he's probably top 2.
Derrick Henry this year, I can't put above Jamar Gibbs. But do I think Derrick Henry's a better running back than Jamar Gibbs? Yes,
Jahmyr.
but not this year.
Thank you. Okay, just to be clear, though, too, the guy's been in the league. This is his 5th full season. I hate that I'm having to defend this idiot from Detroit, moron. He has, as of right now, through 5 games, he already has 5,200 yards in his career. He's averaging 1,000 yards a season, and he has 12 more games to play this year. He's like, again, on this path. I would have to look at the numbers, but through 4 seasons, he had 4,800 yards receiving. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's top 10 all time. Maybe I'm wrong, but the top 4 seasons of all time statistically, how many yards? In the pace he's on this year is 100 a game. Almost 100 a game.
Look at some of the Torrey Holt's years.
Fantastic. I will. Okay. Yep. Keep. You guys carry on. Then I'll look up Torrey Holt.
And I'm pretty sure Danny is Torrey Holt a Hall of Famer?
No. Which is ridiculous.
Wow.
And that one backfired, Joe.
Joe, how do you?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're talking about these guys. Like, dude, I'm telling you, he is definitely on pace to be
Torrey
Hall of Famer.
Torrey Holt, by the way, absolutely ridiculous. I knew he was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So his first year, 788. So his next 4, though, 1635, 1363, 1302, 1696. Led the league in receiving yards twice. Okay, maybe, yeah, that's, I knew. Unbelievable, no question. He should also be in the Hall of Fame. But you're right.
That's my point. So if he's not, how do you say Amon-Ra St. Brown is?
So here's the pushback there. Torrey Holt played 11 seasons. As of right now, I'm assuming...
we need to get there, yeah.
I'm assuming St. Brown's going to play more. He's a young, healthy kid. We'll see. He's certainly on a Hall of Fame pace. The fact that Torrey Holt's on the Hall of Fame is a joke, just to be clear, though. His average 17-game year would have been 90 receptions, 1,315 yards with 7 touchdowns. Yeah, no, he doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame, and he made 2 Super Bowls. Nope, keep him out.
It's absolutely crazy, but it goes back to how we started this. I don't know why people don't buy. Like, he really does not have any good hobby love. Like the few, like, and I have quite a few of his autos, and rookie autos out of Prism, maybe $80 to $130.
Oh, you guys want to play you guys want to play the guessing game here? We'll go with a couple little numbers for you. 2021 was his rookie season, right? So he came up with Jamar Chase. Panini won super nice patch auto number to 199. Rookie, what's that thing sell for? Just sold
165.
2.25.
120 sold yesterday.
That's a steal.
This card's ridiculous. This is the same thing out of Panini 1. It's a PSA 9. It's a laundry tag patch auto, numbered out of 5. Sold yesterday for laundry tag patch auto on a rookie of this kid out of a premium product.
$189.
Okay.
Somewhere in that range.
$700, but that's still preposterous.
Seriously? No,
yeah, but it's a Nike patch auto. Yeah.
Okay.
With a shield.
I thought it was just the laundry tag.
Oh, I apologize for that. Yeah, it is funny. His market is super cheap, like Prism autos, $50 to $75. Man,
but where's it going? That's my question. Where's it going?
I think that it becomes another one of these things. Hype has to be bigger than the news, and maybe he has both. But if they're 4-1, if they go on this run where all of a sudden they're 12-2, and it's a record-ish setting type offensive year, maybe people start paying. But I will say to his credit, you're not spending money with anybody else. He's talking about Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm sure he's great, Joe. I don't know a ton about him. No. Nobody's buying, like, you know this. Nobody's buying Jahmyr Gibbs cards. Not on a high level. Nobody's buying Goff.
Sam
I don't know.
To the moon.
Yeah, Sam Laporta had a little hobby moment last year, and all of a sudden has been forgotten in the hobby this year, which is kind of weird.
I picked up a Sam Laporta out of Spectra PSA 9 just recently, and dirt cheap.
Same with Aiden Hutchinson. He had a little day in the sun, especially. He was the first pick, wasn't he, a couple years ago? And then all of a sudden, second pick, okay. And then all of a sudden, just like fell off a map. I know he got injured and missed. He missed last year, missed the playoff run. But even still, like the fact that they're playing good this year again, it is weird. I think so. Yeah, if they're going to be the hottest team in football, which after yesterday, you can certainly argue that. Like they lost week 1, but Philly got beat yesterday. The Bills looked a bit. Quite frankly, if the Patriots were not trash offensively in the first half, that would have been a blowout. Like there were multiple turnovers. Yeah,
I told you.
Drake Maye is back.
I told you. He never left. We had this conversation.
Don't get all worked up.
Dude,
I'm a Drake Maye fan.
Dude, I am so. Because all of the people who watched the show too that had made comments about, well, like Drake Maye and Bo Nix game managers, they're winners. I wrote the stuff down here. Both of them, they're in the top 11 in the league in yards. Drake Maye's number 2 in completion percentage. Like, I'm sorry. I tried to warn you guys. I tried to say, go and buy him. Go and buy him.
It still would have been a terrible investment, just to be clear. You're right about him on the field. You're wrong about him in the hobby. He has played.
Drake Maye? if Drake May takes him to the playoffs and wins a game, his stuff's going to go crazy.
His stuff will never be as high as his stuff will never be as high as it was 11 months ago, ever. Unless he wins a Super Bowl, maybe then. But even now, they're playing very well. He just pulled off an unbelievable upset in Buffalo. No, it's still way down from last year. 50%.
So absolute.
Can we agree that
football.
national TV impacts this?
I mean, it is his first game on national. It was his first primetime game.
Yep.
So.
And I thought he looked excellent, by the way. So, Joe, here's where I draw the distinction, though. If you're saying, hey, are you happy as a Pats fan that he's your quarterback? Absolutely. I saw it. Yesterday's one of the first times, though. He's had other good moments. Yesterday is the first time in adversity when the team was crap around him. Diggs had some bad drops early. He had an amazing game, but early he was bad. Stevenson with the fumbles, I was ready to just, I didn't want to speak about what I was going to. So, yesterday's the first time, though, I feel like he solely, for a while, carried the team until the team started playing better. As a football fan, as a Pats fan, I'm all in. I love it. I think the future's bright. As a hobby fan, because of how high he came out, no, I still don't think there's much upside with him.
Well, first of all, shame on you, number one, because I remember a couple weeks ago. You're welcome. And I'm really concerned for you and Pat's Nation because you hated Vrabel. You didn't like this.
That's not true.
A couple weeks back, you were out on Vrabel, and I was like, dude, he's a player's coach.
Not
dude,
true.
I love this team. Yeah, it is.
Not for me.
Yeah, can we pull those clips? Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And I'm telling you right now, your points are fantastic, Mike, because the team was down. I mean, they fumbles and drops and defense was bailing them out. And then that last drive,
giving it up, it was brutal. Ugh.
That last drive when he was about to go down and him to make that throw to Diggs right before the 2-minute warning,
amazing,
was absolutely insane. And I even looked up, so like absolute football, right? 2024 absolute football. A secondary case hit is the explosives, right? Mm-hmm. So just recently, his explosives raw selling for over $300.
Excellent.
I think
who's
he's
the best?
picking up some
Who's
speed.
the best young quarterback, young coach combination? Vrabel and May.
You're saying young. Who's the Washington coach?
Like
I don't know.
who's going to be? Hey, come on. There might be the
Dan.
answer.
Isn't it a local team for you?
No, we're Baltimore. We're now.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, worlds away.
It's
He was a
rivalry.
D
It's
coordinator
big
for. Excuse me. He's not a young coach.
I mean, because I was going to say Jaden is still.
But only because I think the two of them together.
No, I would say in Green Bay,
good
that's probably the
run.
youngest combo there. Jordan Love and
Is it Matt LaFleur still?
LaFleur. Yep.
Yeah. That's. I mean, yeah. But again, your point is well taken. I think Drake May's played really well. Jaden played excellent yesterday, by the way, back from injury. Bo Nix played huge upset for them. Yeah, excellent. I still think.
Who else does the Broncos have Dobbins? I mean, they drafted R.J. Harvey, Cortland Sutton,
both
Troy
solid.
Franklin. But Danny, you're Sutton. Like, is Sutton on pace to be a top 10 receiver? Like with him?
No, Sutton's a solid number 2 on a playoff team.
That's fair.
But Nix has had to, he's had to be good to win those games.
I think Franklin will end up being better than Sutton. Maybe not this year, but by
Great.
next year. Yeah.
Your point is well taken, though. Some of the young kids has played well. I just think the point I'm making is it is such a hype league. These guys come in with so much hype. The pricing is wild. For next week, I will actually, when I'm not on vacation, just goofing around, laying around in my sweatpants, I will pull up some actual data of sales from last year compared to like right now when Nix and Jaden and Drake are playing very well. And I think it's going to be pretty unbelievable how cheap they are compared to their high prices.
But here's the problem with doing that is neither of those guys will have any second-year autos.
So I'm going to go apples to apples. I'm not going to go second-year autos. Let's go color prism. Let's go case hit stuff. We'll go apples to apples for comps. That's fine. Okay. I think, though, I'm saying this is more of a symptom of a sick hobby where we're chasing the next thing no matter what. And when the hobby, and I'm not talking about just the creeps and perverts in the hobby, plenty of them. I'm saying, like, hey, this kid's going to be the next guy. And Drake May, a year and a half into his career, looks like, hey, you know what he might be? Oh, cool. Let's go buy his stuff for 60% discount from last year.
That's true for every sport.
He's got a strong chin.
He has a great chin, by the way. It's not as true as it is with quarterbacks are the number one. Quarterbacks, prospects in baseball, the difference there is it takes a little bit more time usually there because we got to see, hey, they're moving to a developmental type league. I don't think there's a more volatile market right now than quarterbacks in football. In any of the hobby. I don't think there's another one.
It's fair. It's absolutely fair. Like,
So we're both right, Joe. See, dude, be nice. I'm on vacation. I'm taking time out of my day, come in here and hang with you people. And then you got to
Maybe
put.
by Spencer
We're glad to
Rattler?
have you back. You're worth like 300 clicks. You're coming back on vacation.
A day.
Yeah, we appreciate the visit.
What about Spencer Rattler?
Who cares?
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I think he's average. I don't buy it.
Okay.
We're
Maybe.
counting down.
I'm just,
Tyler
it's
Shock.
just saying it's
Yeah,
probably
he's holding the seat. For
no,
Tyler.
it's probably an $8 to $12 rookie auto right now. I'm just saying he's not terrible. He's not terrible, guys. Look at the
Neither am
numbers.
I, but
He's got a good completion ratio. He's doing his thing there. They don't have a defense. They're a young team. They really don't have a lot of options. But don't sleep on Rattler.
Two things
let's
working
get-
against him, though. He's not exciting because he doesn't have playmakers around him, and they're not winning games. And he doesn't have hype. So three things. If he had hype,
Beat the
I'd be like, man,
Giants.
never mind. Sorry. The football Giants? I take it back. Totally
So you-
forgot they
and-
beat the Giants.
So here's a great one right here.
Wow.
Again with the sickness, the hobby sickness.
Wow.
The people were excited. Jackson Dart last week, right? Jackson Dart.
Hype.
So Jackson comes out in the second start, and
Was he terrible yesterday?
I mean,
was
he
average.
had a phantom fumble. I mean, Scadaboo looked terrible yesterday
Two
too.
interceptions, QBR of 50, 3 sacks.
Can we talk about which quarterback had the worst day yesterday?
Sure.
Mark Sanchez.
Yeah,
Mark
Yeah, I mean,
Sanchez.
what do you want to? Yeah.
he got
Yeah.
spelled
Drunk
by
driving?
Brady.
If you haven't heard, he was charged with intoxication, got into a fight, got stabbed, ended up in the hospital.
Yeah,
That's just
wasn't
not
able
as
to
bad
call
as-
the game. In case anyone was wondering,
Still
Brady
not as
couldn't
bad as
step
beautiful.
in.
He's still a beautiful man. Joe,
Yes.
brag about your Tigers. Get it over with. Scuba
Well,
gave up
I'm
2
not, I'm
homers.
not because yes, we won game one. Yes, we beat the Guardians last week. Obviously, we knew it would happen. We won game one in Seattle. Scooble comes out and pitches a quality start, 7 innings, gives up 2 runs. They were a home run to the same person twice. But we couldn't put any. I mean, we got some runs up. We tied the game. And a guy we paid a pretty penny for, Finnegan, gave up back-to-back doubles to Cal Raleigh and Rodriguez, Julio. So
J-Rod's on a
done more-
tear, huh?
yeah, they're
Exactly what I
both.
was gonna say. Has anybody done more to help their value than J. Rod?
At the end of the day, when you have the big stars making the plays, like that's what you want to see in the playoffs. Obviously,
Correct.
Cal Raleigh was 3 for 5, I think, in game one with 3 singles. Yesterday, I think he was
1 for
1 for 4.
Yep.
With the double, but when it counted, he got on base.
Yep.
And he scored. Like, first of all, he legged out that double, which was great. And the games have all been exciting. Like, don't get me wrong, the Tigers just can't score the runs that they need to in those crucial moments. But it's been must-watch TV, number one. It hasn't been any of the other trash that's been rolling across the games lately. I mean, the Yankees.
Go Blue Jays.
Vladimir Guerrero's grand slam was unbelievable.
Go Blue Jays.
Fantastic.
Not
Yeah.
to mention, you see Trey Yasavage, whatever the kid's name is. He had a decent season. He was a rookie pitcher for the Blue Jays. Yeah, 11 strikeouts. Cam Schleider dominating my Sox. I haven't talked to you guys since last week. Dominating my Sox. Set the record with 12 strikeouts. His market went nuclear. That's another guy, though. A lot of these things that I hate to just be you always sell. There are so few examples when something like that happens and it's not the right move is just to sell. Don't
Especially
overthink this.
with the pitcher. Especially with
Of
the pitcher.
course. Yeah, like
Danny,
the dude.
his first Bowman was in the product that just came out almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Bowman Chrome.
Yeah.
Yep, and he was a number 3 selling prospect for the Yankees there. They had the Cedeno kid and one other pitcher outselling him literally overnight that night as I was trying to shove my face into my garbage disposal because I was so sickened that a freaking 12-year-old could strike out 12. Just disgusting display. The Red Sox totally stunk. That kid's pricing was quadrupling. Like as it was unbelievable. But you sell him. Vlad, though, I actually think there's a little bit of upside with. I think you could hold Vlad. Vlad's got a pretty good market. We've seen him have excellent seasons before. It's not like a one-off. I think Vlad's worth the hold.
But Mike, to your point, he came into the league as one of the highest rookie prices in some time.
Who,
If
Vlad?
if he gets anywhere back to that,
He's higher than that
would
now.
be
He came in. No, he's already higher. He came up in
he's
2016.
higher than when he came into the league with all the hype.
Yeah, it was a 2016 Bowman first and Bowman Chrome with Tatis and Soto, but it wasn't like a crazy number. And he's a 2019 rookie. He had good sales, but those are all pre-COVID years. So his real spikes came 2020, 21 like everybody else because we thought, he's going to be the next guy to bash 50. But no, I mean, honestly, his market right now is about as strong as it's ever been in the league. Now, though, you've got a team that's on the verge. I mean, they've outscored isn't it like 24-10 or something ridiculous?
Yeah.
Like, they're beating the crap out of the Yankees. Them and the Mariners, I don't know. And honestly, the real matchup, I think, for the Hobby was going to be Judge and Cal Raleigh. But if it's going to be Vlad hitting home runs like this and Cal Raleigh, I'm fine with that, too.
Yeah.
Yankees are overrated.
Let's pump the brakes.
Go
I mean,
Tigers.
it's a one. Yeah, thank you. It's a 1-1 series. They're going back to Detroit. So, but
Best of 5, Joe, or 7? I was
best of 5.
So it's 3-5-7. Okay.
It's disgusting. What I will say is we talked about this last week, Danny, about hobby love and potential to be Cy Young, also MVP. Skubal ran into the same thing we talked about with Skeens last week. He just didn't get the runs, but he pitched fantastic. Like he had 9 strikeouts, allowed 2 runs, coming off of a 14 strikeout performance. Like, dude, it's domination, and again, it's another thing that doesn't look good for us to being able to hold him in the offseason because, dude, do you pay? I mean, is he going to be a $350 million guy?
Go to Boston. I hope Boston gets him and one legit hitter. It's a World Series team next year.
They already got Crochet.
Yeah, put a nice little 1-2 punch. Crochet's unbelievable, by the way.
Skubal's coming to Baltimore.
But Mike, we never heard also your takes on just Bowman Chrome. Like I did say, and
it's excellent.
It's best. The best part was in the comments. Looks like we got another Fanatics sellout here. Just because I said it looked nice, and it was for once that they actually had case hits that weren't in every case. Mm-hmm. Like they were sprinkled throughout.
And good checklist and good resale value.
I shared with everyone. Mike, I didn't see a single Shoeless Joe in 5 cases.
I hit one in 15 to 20 cases. Yep, one.
Which is crazy. I saw 1 spotlight in 5 cases.
I haven't seen one. Still have not pulled a spotlight.
And they're still averaging 1 per case, right? So they're coming up somewhere. Oh, it's
no. It's not even close. And they're not advertising 1 per case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they advertising?
Some of them are up to 10 cases, 15 cases. Yeah, it's great. To your point, though, show for Fanatics. I mean, I've been down on every Topps product since this year. Like our last podcast, me and Jesse did was literally, hey, every Topps baseball product in 2025, just wait a week and then buy in. They've all dropped like a rock. Bowman Chrome is not. And there's a reason. It's an excellent checklist. The entry price is much cheaper than everything else we've seen this year, and it's a good product. Dude, we have a mountain of that at home still, and I'm very happy. There's been years past.
What are they selling for now?
I mean, breakers, delay cases, you'd have to check blowout for like market value. I think it's still around $2,400 a case. And I believe hobby, it was in the $3,800 to $4,000 case range. But for this prospect class, it's not a bad, like you've got some unexpected guys just balling out. So,
and the rookies, I mean, Nick Kurtz.
Yeah.
It's a solid.
Kurtz is huge.
The other thing too, I saw one in the shop. It was the color runs. Have you seen those? They look like tie-dye cards. So they were like tie-dye. Jacob Wilson, gorgeous card. And the international refractors.
Super nice.
Just a cool, like I'm telling you, I'm not selling out. We give them trouble when the product's
the product
bad.
stinks. We talk about it. This product just happens to be good, and it happens to be a good time for it because you have still a number of active, especially last week, active players. So
how many of these draft picks and how much of this checklist is going to have value a year from now, 2 years from now?
So it's tough. Chrome is always traditionally the youngest checklist by a mile. These are all the international signings. You have a ton of 16 and 17-year-old kids. Now, some people will be like, oh, well, we're not going to see them in the bigs. It's a bad thing. That is true. The good part is, though, a lot of these kids are coming over from the Dominican League who have never played even single A ball. So the first time they do something, it's big. Hey, to get promoted from single A to double A is not that big of a feat these days. You have a number of big things that can happen for these kids. One of them performs well in winter ball or spring ball. There's a ton of just markers that can happen that really make these things pop. So,
but you got to pull a quick sell.
So let me tell you in the shop. So we have fall league out here in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
So base cards on average are, and these are just first Bowman base, not huge names. They start at $1 and go up to $5 to $7 to $8 per just base. Because all these guys too, the other thing out here, they all sign. They're all signing. But
even that, like fall league is great. Again, you've got a number of these kids who will probably be in the fall league. So there's a couple different ways to go. Like Aram brought this up on the show last week. You got a guy like Joshua Gonzalez and the kid for Detroit, Kevin Alvarez. Is that his name, the Detroit kid?
No, Chris Rodriguez.
Oh, Chris Rodriguez. Chris Rodriguez. They're both like 17. Those are the type of guys with that type of hype. Yeah, I would sell them immediately. But there's a ton of other guys who I think you just hold on to. I don't think there's really a right or wrong move. You can sell immediately. You can. It's one of the few products right now, at least. I don't think there's aside from selling the top 3 or 4 biggest 17, 18-year-olds. I think the rest of it, if you want to grade and stash it, fine. If you want to flip it immediately, you can. But they got this one right. So I have no problem shilling this product. It's a good product. Top tier one was dog.
I don't mind the product, but we talked about quarterbacks being, something that people are spending so much on when they come into the league. I think Bowman First is just as much, if not a lower hit rate.
Sure.
Yeah. Again, though, I'm paying a couple $100s for a box, and I'm getting multiple autographs and case hits and other stuff available. So you're not just chasing the one Drake May card.
No, but your hit rate is probably. Do you think you're going to get make your money back on one box?
No, I don't think.
In general, no. Of course, it's always the average. No. However, I do think if you're going hobby, hey, there's a bunch of stuff to grade out and wait on. Hey, this stuff you sell immediately. This other stuff you hold because you might pop in fall league. Again, it's not just a cut and dry. Did you make your money back today? It's what is my prospect going forward that I can do with what I've got here. I like that Danny's. I'll be honest. I like that Danny's become the contrarian. This is a much better role than we started, where he was trying to do the Ernie Johnson moderate.
I'm a jerk. I'm a jerk at heart. You just got to play into it.
You don't have to play into it. It's pretty apparent, and I like that. I'm saying this is a much better role for you than what we were at before. So, okay.
Danny, here's something else for you to complain about, too.
The beef? Is it the beef?
No, not yet. Okay. The beef is coming. This is about a future product that's coming out that they just kind of really showed a couple. So, Topps Update, baseball, they're going to have autographed Mirror Golds.
You told me about this, yeah.
They look fantastic.
That comes out next week, I think. Isn't it the 14th? Next Wednesday?
I thought it was the 25th. I
forget the date, but it's a beautiful product.
But it looks great for update, and it's something that shouldn't be too crazy. It shouldn't price out a lot of people. But I mean, there's going to be good stuff in it. Yes, it's paper. Take it for what it's worth, but the cards do look nice. Now, the other thing that they released too is what flagship basketball looks like, and flagship basketball I think is going to go through the roof. I think it's going to be crazy.
Flagship with 2 G's, by the way, this year.
Not Cooper flagship.
Zing. It's absolutely going to go through the roof. Yep.
62-page checklist.
Yummy.
That's crazy. Now, that's going to take
By the way,
me to...
update is the 15th, just to be clear.
Is it really?
So next Wednesday, yeah. But who's in that besides? I've got to look at that checklist. I don't know if it's out yet. I know Kurtz is obviously going to be the biggest chase. Who else is in that product?
I think Drake Baldwin will have...
Okay, stud.
I think he should be in there too. Is Mizorowski maybe?
Dylan Beavers might be also.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, put all that stuff aside. Let's talk about something serious here, and this is my beef of the week.
Oh, hang on. Let me mute so I don't interrupt. Hang on.
Alex, I tried giving you a pass because I know I whooped up on you on fantasy last week. You come in, you think you could take Mike's seat. Jesse, this is for you as well.
Wait, is this by the way, I did not know about this either till I saw the show. Yeah. Jesse called him behind my back, invited him in, sat in my seat, I noticed. That was the black chair, not the blue chair, which is for guests. Okay, go ahead.
Did we talk about the headset? Did he use yours?
I'm going to check tape. Yeah, the puffy ones are for the guests.
Crazy, right? He comes in, puffing his chest about this. Also... You know, I was in lockstep with him when he was talking about PSA and being upset with that. But he comes on the show, has a couple, again, weak takes. And I don't fault him. He's a Michigan fan. I don't fault him. He doesn't stand firm on anything. He's going to wishy-wash, and he's going to give an excuse. But Jesse, to allow Alex to come on and don't even give me a phone call? That's crazy. And Alex... Dude, no shout out after I gave you some love? It's even worse. You got to be better, dude. You have to be better. You can't just sit there as an educator and not educate people on who I am, too, giving you love.
That is Joe's beef of the week.
You want to come in Thursday? I need a guest. I need a co-host. Jesse's getting a surgery. The goiter from his neck's getting removed. I need a co-host.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Wish him all his best.
I'll get invited next year, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'll
there
see
you go.
what my schedule looks like.
Yeah, take a look. If you're not too busy at the shop, hawking mystery packs to kids, let me know.
Thank you.
Yes, Luke Keeshel's another rookie I see on there who's a stud.
Hey, speaking of mystery packs, can I admit that I've gotten more addicted?
Joe Arena Club, are you still just ripping through packs? Oh, God. Good. They just signed a sponsorship. Go nuts.
And I started this, Joe, for the record, before the sponsorship. So
That
I
is
don't
true.
want anything in the comments. Okay. Nothing in the comments on this. It's cool. It's fun. If I'm going to put my money towards, you were talking about a hobby box or something else, I'll shoot for one of the cards on the list. I've done okay. I pulled a Cam Collier auto rookie speckle, made more than my money back on it, reinvested a couple times. It's fun. I think people should try it out once. You can go in for $25.
So here's something that I won. I got in the mail. It's the Shaq, but I didn't know. This is yes.
Okay.
So did you know about this card? Like I'm sure you guys do. You guys are card guys. But there's another one that says trading card across the top, not first draft pick or number 1 draft pick.
Okay.
Did you know that? And supposedly this one that has number 1 NBA draft pick holds more value than the one that just says trading card across the top. I learned that this week, which was crazy because when you're looking through collections and older stuff like this, like when you're trying to decipher, is it worth this kind of stuff? When you kind of get down to brass tacks, like just something as simple as that. Now this is an 8. If you had a 10 in this card, I mean, we're talking almost $1,000, like crazy money, but it has to say first round pick or number 1 NBA pick. The other thing is, and I sent the pictures to Rebecca, so you guys will be able to see this.
Ooh.
A gentleman who says, hey, comes in, he's like, oh, there he is, Mr. Famous. He's all over all the reels on his social media. I said, I'm here. He shows me, customer comes in, he's been there a lot. He was big into mantles, all sorts of stuff. So he made a big deal for $13,500. He got a Ruth Gowdy, and I believe it's a 1. And it's the Canadian one.
It's a yellow one?
So the yellow one, yes. So I didn't know that there was all these variations. He's telling me about this. He bought it on Fanatics Collect. And then we took, and this is the other thing I sent her a picture of. We turned it around, and it has the Fanatics logo, and it says 15% on it. And I didn't know about this. And if anyone knows, please tell me. But he was explaining to me that this was, in their eyes, it was kind of like the diamond that Upper Deck does. When they were like giving on the Wayne Gretzky rookies, like if it was like a black
like
diamond
the Mike Baker thing.
Yes.
They grade how well. Like,
PWCC used to do that with the letters.
That's
the top
right.
15%.
Yep.
That's right.
So that would make sense then because I believe Fanatics bought PWCC. Yeah. So they had on the back there 15%. Can you guys kind of walk me through? Does that mean of the ones, this is in the top 15% most desirable? Like eye appeal?
You're going to love this, Joe.
Yeah.
Eye appeal.
Okay. I saw that, and it was a holographic sticker on the back. It was sealed from Fanatics Collect. I had never, and he pointed that out to me. He said that was kind of another piece that he was like really interested in. Why he went after that card is because it did have that hologram on the back. But
I had a card that had the hologram. I found that I liked it more than people who wanted to buy the card.
Great. Yeah, you're the target audience. Yeah, somebody's going to appreciate the card. Like that makes sense.
So is that something that they provide on their own, or is that someone is paying for? You
see it in the listing. It's usually in the listing on the
I think they do that as part of the service with like high end vintage like that because it's a good selling point for them.
Absolutely, and I thought that was interesting. I learned that, and the card, $13,500, which also it was great because the same card I saw on my social media of one of Mike's good buddies over in the Northeast here of Eric Michael. He was advertising about how he's turned,
who
his
is this,
day job
Joe?
in.
I'm so sorry.
That's your buddy who is selling the how-to service of how to flip cards.
Oh, the Hamptons kid who's on a skateboard back in the day. And I was walking around releasing reels from him at the card show of just nothing, just random 30-second clips of a conversation with no context. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
I see that you have a total value there of $1,300. Would you take $850? And then the clip cuts.
Or the guy's like, I'm pretty firm, and then he's like, yep, and then just over. I mean, obviously, I'm subscribed to the service, obviously.
I thought that's how you got started,
Big fan,
honestly.
big fan.
Sure.
Yeah. But that was interesting.
long-time
And he
first-time.
had the same, in his little infomercial, he had the Ruth Gowdy. Are these, so there's multiples of this card based off of different, like, geographical areas where the tobacco is sold? Is that what it comes down
Just
to?
different printing presses and.
Yeah, you've got the
different
red
colors.
background. I know you've got the yellow. I think those
There's
are.
four
Oh, are there
different
4? I didn't know that. Okay.
Okay. Is one more desirable? Is one,
The yellow outsells the red by quite a bit, I think.
And it's also, but they're so condition sensitive.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Speaking of grading, are we down a grading company? Gio talked about this and
Hey,
predicted
you know
it.
what? 3 words. Gio was right. I told Jesse this back in. I'm telling you, as soon as we had the news that, hey, they're becoming a boutique, I said, we're not going to see any drop off in August. There's a huge backlog. People like myself are still shoveling them thousands of cards a month. But it was pretty clear, hey, we are not focusing on SGC. That's what Collectors has told us. They're going to be boutique. And so September was the first real month since them being acquired. And yeah, they went from, on average, the past few months, 100 to 120,000 cards a month. They've even topped out closer to 150 some months. They did 50.
Yeah.
So
For the month of September?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
50.
finished in last place by far.
less than half of what they did the month before. They were down about 60%. In a
Joe,
month.
remember when
And
we
by the
spoke
way,
with
just to
them?
be clear, that number in October is going to be about 25 to 30, if I had to guess.
Is it, but do they have cards there that they're still, is it people aren't sending them?
Here's the thing.
Cut down a lot.
Well, people are just not sending as much as they were. But yeah, they still
There's
had
no,
some.
there's no bulk submission anymore.
Right, and there's no backlog anymore. So now you're seeing like the month of October will only be cards that have been sent in the last 2 to 3 weeks. Because they're caught up. October. At the end of October, when we get that number, that'll be just new submissions. They're just way, way down. And by the way, resale's taking a major hit. Like trying to do the eBay live shows, those slabs are selling for. I mean, when things were really rolling, they had a great momentum. It was like, especially baseball. Basketball and football always struggle, but especially baseball. I was getting 80% of comps for a 10 to 10, which for the price and the time you get it back, I'm okay with. Now you're getting like 60% of comps, 65. It's like, it's not worth. It's brutal. It's sad.
Okay, I've had somebody ask me, should they regrade with PSA? What do you guys think?
Depends on what you're doing. Like, I'm not regrading PC stuff, and I'm still grading my set cards that are SGC sets. I'm still setting to SGC. But if I'm buying a card and I buy an SGC 10 of a $100 card, and as a PSA 10 it's 190, you got to start looking at it, man. What's the difference in price? Yeah.
Is that difference only going to get bigger, though?
I'm not sure how much bigger it's going to get now. Like, it's dropped pretty dramatically. I don't know how much lower they get now.
I think it's a problem if we don't have another company that's
And we don't, by the way.
pushing
Like, Beckett's
PSA.
trash, and CGC is a gaming company. They don't, like, no one cares about their baseball cards.
How has Beckett not got, like, what I mean, who needs to buy them to get them going? Like,
It's unbelievable, especially now more than ever. Like, do you know how valuable?
Especially for basketball. You were talking, Beckett owned basketball.
Beckett owned everything. I mean, dude, if you're talking the amount of money, here's the other thing too. I think people have the wrong mindset because I've heard this recently too. Well, why would you want to compete in grading now? PSA is clearly number one. I'm not disagreeing. And PSA is a sponsor. PSA is number one because they've been around the longest now. They have the most production. Their resale is by far the best. You want to complain about inconsistencies in grading? I think it's the same across the board, so I don't care. I don't count it. But you know how valuable the number 2 spot is? Like, I'm not saying go out and beat PSA. I'm saying go out and be what SGC was becoming. That spot is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Beckett has name recognition already. The fact that they don't is just laughable.
but just
What
in
is their
general,
product
having
right
having a good number 2 though, in general, is going to drive the number 1 to do better. Like overall, like the
Yep.
fact that again, Alex had said, clever Cuban, he did say, why would you release that we're upping the cost of grading and extending the amount of time that it's going to take? Like, if
But
you're
Joe-
number 1, how are you not getting better at those type of things? Like, I get if the cost goes up, but typically if the cost goes up, the time goes down.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the reality of the situation now. Their numbers are just going up. You're charging a couple bucks more a card. Yeah, you can. That's a simple answer, by the way, because you can. And because the resale value you're getting out of their slab justifies it. By the way, do I think, despite the fact that they're a big sponsor of the show, which I love, they're sponsoring everything SCN, it's fantastic, and I still grade with them now, actually almost exclusively with PSA. In a perfect world, yeah, I wish the price went down or the time went down. But the reality of the situation is we can charge more, and we're a business, so we're going to charge $2 more. We're not talking an egregious amount, but yes, charge more, and we're saying it's taking longer because we're simply getting more submissions than we're used to. Like, their numbers are up. Like, they are not going anywhere anytime soon. So
they're also opening up plants all over the world. So I think it's only a matter of time till if you live on the East Coast, your stuff's going to go to Jersey, the West Coast is going to go to California, and I think those lead times will get much quicker.
Well, we noticed we had some stuff go out too that had in-person autographs on the card, and those went. I mean, because we're 6 hours from Long Beach, so those cards we sent them off to Long Beach, and then they sent them to New Jersey for the authentication process there. So I'm with you too. I mean, we have Florida, New Jersey, California. I don't know. But if this happens, or when it happens, and they become even stronger globally, like why wouldn't someone jump in? Like, okay, why wouldn't Fanatics jump in and try to get Beckett rocking and rolling?
Well, Fanatics, you have a lot of people who think it's a conflict of interest. Not that the grading world is not already a conflict of interest, but
yeah, what's the conflict at this point? You already make the cards, sell the cards, resell the cards on your platform. I mean, who cares?
well,
yeah. I am surprised.
That's the argument. Yeah. Real quick on SGC, in 1 year, are they here?
Say it again?
In 1 year, are they still around?
Yeah, they're still around, but, I mean, what are they going to do? Like, I think this is what they are now. Like, this.
Danny, as a vintage guy, are you sending stuff to SGC or are you sending it to PSA?
I'm either holding it or it's PSA. I'm not sending to SGC right now. And that hurts me because I'm a huge SGC fan. I was for years. I love their stuff, especially vintage baseball was their wheelhouse. I would probably buy SGC because I trust.
Yeah, I still trust it. I still trust the brand, but I can't. What I can't do is say, "Hey, I'm going to send a Mickey Mantle card or my Ernie Banks rookie here," knowing that in X amount of time it could be worth a lot less simply because of the holder it's in. It's a scary thought. Yeah. Like, period. Like, that is. Same with new release stuff, dude. New releases, they were starting to become the bread and butter because it was like, hey, Bowman Chrome is great, and yes, a PSA slab will outsell an SGC by 25% even, but I'm selling my SGC slab 16 days earlier because I'm getting it back faster. That covers the difference in price. Look how quick the new shiny effect wears off on resale. But now the distance is so gross. Like, the $100 PSA 10 is going to sell for $60 as a SGC 10. I'd rather just wait the extra couple weeks.
I mean, Mike, just the deals that I remember that you would have, like, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was like $5 a card for some release days. Like,
yep,
that was crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And you know, the
and
other
get them
thing
back
that,
in 10 days, by the way, like door to door.
Yeah. The other thing, not just sports cards through the roof with PSA, but Pokemon is
it's gaining a lot of traction on CGC.
Dude. It is unreal.
It's been 50% of their grading for a while now.
Really?
Joe, back to the National, I think Ryan said that when we spoke to him, that's where it was. Because it's not a part of our lexicon, we ignore it. But for the grading companies, it's a reason they open up in Asia. It's a reason that they just opened up in Germany. It's a huge part of a lot of their business. And I think it's 50% or more for every major company, certainly CGC and PSA. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I think that's the next step for them too, though. Like, CGC is still, I think CGC is still number one in non-sport grading, correct? Or has that changed also?
I think they still are, but it's closing quickly.
Yeah, real quick. Because, I mean, that's the majority of the stuff that we see come through the doors is PSA Pokemon. I wouldn't be shocked to see how many people sent off the SpongeBob stuff from this past week. Like, through the roof.
Some of this crap. I don't understand it.
Mike, I'm telling you. And
Jesse's Walt Disney card just sold for $13,600. Wow. $13,600 for a one-on-one Walt Disney Super. It's not autographed, nothing, just a card. Disney perverts, man.
Dude, it's the SpongeBob stuff, these sketch cards, the autos. Dude, it was wild to see. And a lot of this stuff, like, we didn't get hobby. We got blasters, value boxes.
Okay.
And dude, the hit rate in the blasters was insane. The amount of color that they saw, autos, sketch cards. Dude, it's crazy. And it's
Not to be silly, what's a hit in a SpongeBob?
I think the sketch are like the main, and the autos. Don't they have autos in there, or is
yeah,
that just
they do have autos. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, autos, numbered cards,
Like, what characters? Who cares?
SpongeBob, Patrick. I didn't
Sure.
see any Garys, but
No Garys, really?
I didn't see it. Yeah, Gary the Snail.
That's a shame. Well, you don't have to tell me. Sure.
Take a Krabby Patty to go. All right. Anything else today, gentlemen?
Yeah, I think
Did we get the beef? I mean, what? Oh, the beef was Alex.
we did get the beef, and I do want
Unforgettable.
to share to go full circle to NFL. The Cardinals, if you want to laugh and you want to see something absolutely insane,
The
Mike,
Cardinals game yesterday?
your local team got their first win. The Cardinals are up 21-6 with, I believe, 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It all started, I believe, maybe a few minutes earlier when Kyler Murray took a snap off his face and then fumbled the ball. Then we had a running back, a second string running
Ran
back.
for 70 yards. What is it, like a 70-yard run? 70-yard touchdown run. Does the old Deshaun Jackson, dumps it
69
before.
and a half yard run.
Yeah. Then they intercepted a pass, fumbled it into the Titans' end zone. Yeah, that was putrid. Go Cam Ward. I will say, though, I'm not saying go out and buy Cam Ward, but I tell you, for a guy with no offensive line and no weapons, Cam Ward's an interesting.
Another guy I told you, he's a football player. The guy's a
Better
football
than I
player.
expected.
I mean,
Yeah, I
think
is he David Carr 2.0 because he's going to get the crap beat out of him in Tennessee, or is he going to do something yet?
I don't know that, but like,
That's my fear.
He's
looked-
the real deal.
did he look a lot better than Kyler?
Oh yeah, no question. And even this, he's running around like a maniac, like trying to protect his life. He still has a level of poise to him. I've been very impressed, and I'm not expecting anything. I don't want them to win this year anyways. Get a number one pick next year. You got a bunch of money coming off the cap at the end of the season. You have a new stadium for the season after next. Interesting. There's at least glimmers where I think, okay, cool.
I mean, Marvin Harrison, is he?
He finally had one big catch. Congratulations.
No, but is he going to just kind of fade away into the abyss of being a Cardinals player? Like, I mean, I know there's a lot of guys that invested heavy on
He's
him.
expensive. We sold his gold downtown for $6,000. Like stupid.
I don't know that he's got it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't want
super
to start
talented
rumors,
guy.
but wasn't his dad rumored to have killed somebody?
Dad's a Hall of Fame. I'll tell you, Hall of Fame wide receiver.
Yeah, there's a story there.
top
I'm going to
10.
pull the story. I'll put
Please
the
do.
link in the chat.
Okay.
Oh yeah, please do. Make sure you
crazy.
get that. Make sure you get that in the chat. Yes.
Way to end on a positive note, Danny. Thank
Hey
you.
man, it's this is good stuff. This is the world.
There you have it.
Joe, remind everybody.
Yeah, sadly, I didn't do it at the beginning again, so I apologize. But make sure that you like and subscribe to the YouTube pages or page. Go on to social media, SCN, Sports Cards Nonsense,
Stay away from the
Collectibles on
Facebook.
SI.
Stay away from the Facebook group. We have enough people there. We're good.
Wow, and that group?
Yeah, we're good. We're hitting 400K by the end of October. We're good. Matter of fact, if you're there and don't need to be, you can leave. We're fine. We're trying to trim the fat.
Insane.
We're trying to trim the fat. It's gotten out of
People
hand
are-
recently. I don't know what's happened with the algorithm or the meta perverts or what, but it's getting. Yeah, if you don't need to be on Facebook, just get off. And if you're not there, you don't have to be. So we're fine.
Wild.
Thanks.
But
Yeah,
please,
we're good with
like,
that.
subscribe. Go on all the pages, regardless of what Mike said. If you have something positive to add, that's great. If not, if you don't like it, I mean, give 2 cents, but keep walking. Keep walking.
I was
please.
telling Danny I got a nice little idea for a little more content on the station going forward. Of course, we got Hobby Handbook with your boy Alex. Got the Gordy Bonkers Show with the original name. See a little zing there. See that little zing, little zing. The Mojo, the breakdown with Mojo guys. However, what we do not have is the unifying. We don't have the unnamed show that Barstool has, where the talent just gets together and fights. The debate show. I think in October we're going to finally launch something like that. I think it needs to be live, though. Broadcast, 3 or 4 hosts actually arguing. None of this half argument and then just agree and hug fest. I want to yell at people. So,
That's fair.
my next brainchild. There you go. It's a new idea I have. It's called Debate. So, it's very original. It's going to be
You
awesome.
should tell ESPN. I don't think they've done that yet.
ESPN stinks. I try to watch some ESPN stuff now. It's unbelievable. Tough to watch.
Joe just pulled the
Cut the nonsense.
cord.
All right, goodbye.
Yep.
See you next week.
Cut
Bye.
the nonsense.
Yep, bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.